This rattly old bottom ball joint off the Clio, along with these drop links that are completely dilapidated, are a couple of the reasons why the Clio failed the MOT. So first job, get the wheel off. Easy done when you got the tools. As you can see, no trouble for the air impact driver. There we can see the brake disc actually looks fine. The bottom ball joint is held in with just one bolt, and it's got a nut on the back of the bolt. So as soon as we get that out, we should be able to pry it away and drop the ball joint out of the house. It's all a bit dirty and rusty because it's a fairly old car, but nothing we can't sort with a hammer and a big crowbar. So she just pops out in the end. There he is, very wiggly and a bit of a knot going on. So it took a bit of effort, but I managed to knock the old one out, and I've pressed the new one back into the bottom arm, which is a bit easier. Well, it's not easier, but it's cheaper than changing the whole bottom arm. All we've got to do now is try and line it up right, and push it up into the right place in the housing, and then we can bang our bolt back in. So there we are. We're just going to knock the bolt back in. You see the bolt's a bit rusty, but he'll be fine. Tap it back in, get the nut on, and torque her up to the right spec. Right, so the nut's on and tight. We're now going to torque it up using my calibrated torque wrench. If I can get the spanner on the back end there. There she goes. Screw her up. Fairly tight. Check she's done up. That'll do. And there's your old wobbly one for good measure. Wind the jack down. Then we'll have a look at doing these dreaded drop links, which should be fairly straightforward, but probably won't be. Right, that's your new one. Nice and shiny. Comes with the nuts, which is quite good. The old ones are not looking very easy to remove at all. Bit of WD on there. That probably won't help at all. And then we'll have a go at undoing it with the impact gun again. Turns out he didn't actually want to come undone, so I ended up just grabbing hold of the back of the ball joint with the pliers and then rattling it loose with the impact gun. The bottom one I ended up snapping the arm off and then getting the pliers onto the ball joint so that I couldn't do it with a spanner. Turned out to be a bit of a job, but we don't mind that. So there he is. The new one's going to go back in nice and easy, as long as he's lined up. Just pop the new nuts safe. They're nylock nuts, so they won't come loose once they're on. It's always best to jack both sides up of the car when you're doing this, because now you'll see he lines up straight away. If you jack up one side, the suspension's going to try and pull it in two different directions, and it won't line up. It'll be very difficult. So we're going to do these up nice and carefully with the spanner. Top one's going to get done carefully with the impact gun, and then we'll let her back down off the jack and do the other side. Actually, we won't let her off the jack. We'll keep her jacked up, and we're going to take the other wheel off. As you can see, he's getting done up to the correct torque. And that's it for now. We'll have a look at the other bits on the MOT, and we'll go from there.